Bernardo, congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
I mean, what can we say? You've done it for a fourth time in a row. Tell us how this feels. Does it feel different, Kevin?
It feels as amazing as the first one. We worked so hard for it. It's been a tough battle with Arsenal and Liverpool this year, and to be here again, doing something historic is amazing.
Does it make it even more special, Bernardo, because Liverpool and then Arsenal have pushed you all the way?
Yes, definitely. The margins are so small, and Liverpool in 2 seasons we beat them for 1 point. Now Arsenal 2 points, and we've been lucky enough to have these small margins to be in front of them, and the achievement is unbelievable. 4 in a row. We're so proud and so happy.
What was your view of Phil Foden's goal 79 seconds in? I think West Ham had touched it twice at that stage.
Well, it helped us, obviously. Great goal. Just it shows the season that he had, the goals that he scored. He's so decisive for us, and it's a brilliant moment for him to decide this game for us.
But Bernardo, how much did the goal from West Ham before half-time just change things, just create a little bit of doubt maybe in your minds?
Definitely, it creates a bit of doubt, because you know that they don't need to play very well to do some damage, because set pieces and counters, they're very good. But the team maintained the same level. We created chances, we went after the third goal, and luckily enough we scored and we won the game. That was very important, obviously.
Can I just ask you both, which Premier League was the most special?
All of them, but the first one is always...
Bernardo, just hold that for us, thank you.
All of them, but the first one is always the most special. But obviously winning 4 in a row, something that never was done before, is unbelievable, right?
I'm gonna say, for me, this is one of my most specials. I had a tough year being out for 6 months, but to come back in the way that I could, to help the team win, and to be at a good level is for me a great achievement this year personally.
I was going to just say that you talk about your injuries, and I think about moments sometimes in the season where everything changes, and it felt a little bit like when you came on the pitch in that Newcastle match. You scored a goal, and that incredible pass for Oscar Bob. Did that feel a little bit like the moment where things started to change and go in your favour?
I don't know, I can't speak for the team, but for me it was like a perfect kickstart,
I think I came off that game and he came on. that changed the season.
Sorry, Bernardo.
That changed the season.
I don't know, for me it was a brilliant moment to come back into the season, and I'm just happy that I came back in the right way and could help the team, but they've done a great job in the first half, and I don't know, we're here again.
Can I just ask you a question, just purely as a football fan? Because you're incredible footballers, but you run more than anybody, you chase, you win the ball back with this team. How do you encapsulate that? Does that come from the manager or you just individually? Because every game you don't stop working.
Well, obviously the manager, he sets the tone, but this team, I don't know, we just enjoy playing with each other. It's not a team with big egos. It's a team who enjoy playing around with each other, have fun. Today we run like crazy. We want to perform well, and I don't know, we just enjoy it, and the enjoyment is lasting for the moment. So that's it.
I think the way this team is built and the way they choose the players when we sign players, they know that if everyone works very hard, we're a step closer to winning. And us, the senior guys, right now, we feel a bit like that. We have to make sure that the new guys that come in, the same way that when I came in, Fernandinho, Vini Company, David Silva, Agüero, they made sure that I have to give my all. And the new signings, we have to make sure that they feel the same way. And in this team, it's not acceptable to not work and to not give your 100%, and that's what we do every game.
You've absolutely done that. Congratulations, guys, both superstars. Congratulations on the fourth.
And you gave us that fascinating insight from your days with Pep Guardiola about how he drives the players. These players aren't allowed to lose that hunger. Any kind of flicker, like Gail says, he smells it and they're gone.
Look, it changes the captain every year.
Yeah.
Keep everybody on their toes. Whatever you are, you can be a world champion or not a world champion. You do not respect what he does, you got to go on the bench or you got to leave. It doesn't matter. I've seen him stopping the training session because the rondo wasn't good. The rondo. Normally when you play a rondo, you play a rondo to have fun. It was like, I don't like the sound of the ball. It doesn't go too fast. Let's go in the dressing room. We went, no, it's okay, we're going to play. This is why when you used to see the Rondo at Barcelona and the ball was flying, it's him. It demands perfection. And if you don't bring that, he's not happy. I wouldn't have liked to be in the dressing room early on at halftime. Trust me. It would have been, that's a team that's about to win the title. I'm sure he must have lost it because that's how he is, because he wants perfection. He wants to reach the best that he can reach for his team and then for the club. But there's something that people do not talk about a lot when they talk about Man City, rather than, the money and whatever they want to talk about. When you're a manager and you have the blessing of the people above, it's vital. Sheikh Khaldoun, Ferran, Chiki, those guys, Manel, that people always hear the name, but when you have that, this is why Pep feel comfortable to be able to execute what he has to execute, because he knows that he will have time. He knows that they will be patient with him. He knows that. And when you're a boss and then you go on the field, then he is the boss there. Really, you have people above, and we all know that will take, what they have to take or say what they have to say. But at the end of the day, Pep Guardiola is the boss, just like Sir Alex, just like was Sir Alex at Man United. But like I said, and you mentioned it before, if you do not train with the right intensity, you gotta go.
And that in itself, you've experienced it at City, is a test of a player's mentality, isn't it? To have those high demands day in, day out. Jack Grealish openly said he struggled in his first season at City, coming from Villa, with the greatest respect to him, with that daily intensity.
Yes, because for good teams, you need to be on it every weekend. You need to perform during games. With him, you need to perform every day, every single training session. He could wake up in the morning, sees your body language for whatever reason, and just decide to leave you out. And you were supposed to play. This is how details is on. It's just, you have to live it to really understand it. And that thing that Cherry said about the Rondo, it was funny because in his first season, we had that in pre-season. So he basically looked at us and he said, okay, guys, you are going to go into a practice where we do Rondo. It's the most enjoyable exercise, practice that a football player will want. If you're not happy, let's go and run. So, but this is nothing, it's just passing the ball, touch and pass, touch and pass. He has to be perfect. He has to be perfect.
And he's been pretty perfect. When you look at the record since 2008, 2009 for Pep Guardiola, this is staggering. In the most European leagues, 33 honours now. Next best is Carlo Ancelotti on 14.
Well, exactly that. I mean, we can laud a lot of managers, of course. Someone like Jurgen Klopp having his last game in charge today. We can laud Ancelotti, the incredible job he's done at Madrid.
They lost their best player for much of the early part of the season. Their keeper has been missing in action for quite a while now. Their main striker was called a League 2 player. But the English Premier League just ended, and there's no guessing the obvious. Manchester City are champions. The fourth time in 4 seasons, nobody has done that before. Welcome to Sports Maestros TV. Did you guys miss us? We are back. So, welcome, Raddy. How was Jaffa?
The Jaffa was supposed to us.
At the beginning of the season, I said Arsenal will be champions.
Yes, you did. And I said Man City will be champions. So now it's time for you to give me that upload.
All right. But let's look at what Pep has done since he got to the EPL. 8 seasons, 6 times as champions. The last 4 seasons, finishing first, all through.
Well, I would like to minus the first season. Why? Because he was new to the Premier League. So he needed to know the way the Premier League was being played. And after that, the team has been on auto run since then.
And it has been awesome.
He has been very, very awesome. It's a cheat mode.
We were talking about it before we came on set. At Man City, it's about Pep.
Of course, it's about Pep.
You look at it, since he's been winning, he's changed players, big names have gone and left. Pep has been the only constant feature. He has been able to build the team around himself.
Yes, it's more like an engineer that built a well-oiled machine that is now running. Autopilot, that thing will continue to run. And yes, and believe me, I said if he's given as many years as 10 years, he will surpass Fergie's record.
Fergie won 13.
Yes. Fergie won
10 years.
10 years this year, will win 7.
Okay, so but it's still not up to the 13 that Sir Alex won.
6 plus 7.
Okay, another 10 years. All right, I got it now. Another 10 years.
So,
but you look at this season and you say, give some credit to us now.
yes, we have to give credit where credit is due, because this is the first time I've seen Arsenal fight this hard in a very long time. Arsenal are used to the lead surrendering the leads early in the race, whether it is fighting for the European places or fighting to be the champions. They drop it too early, but this time they took it to the last game.
Would Arteta be thought unlucky?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I don't think so. I think this season will go down in the history of Arsenal having a young coach and performing perfectly well.
Well, Arteta, you see, you've got a guy here, and I'm still rooting for you. Hopefully, if Chelsea don't do it, Arsenal next season. And then at the other end of the table, quickly, the 3 teams that came up last season are back to championship.
Yes, I think it was expected, but many times it's always 2 out of the 3. But the way it started this season was as if Luton was going to escape, or maybe Burnley also, one of the 2. But unfortunately for them, they are back. The same way they came, they come back to where they came from.
So hopefully they'll do it like Leicester did, and then next season we'll be seeing them. And then Chelsea are back in Europe.
Yes, we are back in Europe, but we don't know the European
The color of the Euro.
the European club we are playing that. You know, everything still hinges on the FA Cup final. So we don't have our destiny in our hands yet in terms of determining the competition we will be playing out in Europe. But then I believe Man City will get the job done and put us in Europa. And
would you say that perhaps Pochettino has kept his job?
Yes, I believe he has kept his job. He has done what to keep his job. And one good thing I like about today was the fact that everybody knew their assignments and they came and did it. I'm talking about the 4 teams: Newcastle, Tottenham, Chelsea, and Man United,
and all won.
Yes. When you are relying on other teams to do you favor, at least do yourself the favor first, winning comfortably, and they did that.
All right, so guys, it's been a topsy-turvy 38 matches already. The league is done. We are going on break, and then we'll be back only in August. So before then, leave your comments. What for you has been the highlight of this season? Who is your best player? Can you even pick your best team? I'm sure that Pep Guardiola will be manager. It's will be signed out for the Premiership this season. Next season we'll be back. But even in between, be sure that on Sports Maestros TV there'll be lots of fun. Don't be too far away from the page. Until next time, we'll see you guys.
Sport Maestros TV.
We're signing out.